Well, this month, it's one of love, so you can honor someone that you love while helping others through the Hospice of the Big Country's Hearts Remembered campaign going on right now. And here to tell us more is Taylor Percival with the West Texas Rehab Center and Hospice of the Big Country. Welcome today, Taylor. Thank you for joining us. I love the pink. It's the month of love. We love Valentine's, and Valentine's Day happens to be on Monday. But this is one of those topics, you know, loss is hard, and Hospice of the Big Country Hospice, it is there at the end of life for so many individuals and their families. And it's, you know, when you're losing someone you love, there are so many questions, there's so many situations and scenarios, and no one's ever really prepared or even knows how to navigate through this. And that's really what you guys do.
Yes, it is. And, you know, Hearts Remembered is a time for the community to remember their loved ones. They can pay $10 or more. And we will display their loved one's name at the mall. On our hearth there we have a booth, and we have a really big heart that we place the small hearts on, and their names are inscribed on those little hearts to honor and remember their loved ones. I
love that this kind of campaign, you know, so it's raising money for the West Texas Rehab and the Big Country Hearts Remembered and Hospice of the Big Country. But what that does, it enables you all to go into a scenario for a family and hold their hands and answer their questions and guide and direct them to the next steps as their loved one passes on.
Yes.
Regardless of the scenario and regardless of their ability to pay. That's all irrelevant. You all are there no matter what.
Yes, and that's why, you know, this specific event is so near and dear to our hearts, because, you know, when we get a call for a patient that needs hospice services and their loved one goes, well, you know, is their insurance going to cover services, or are we going to be able to pay for this medication? Because of the community and our sponsors that help us with this type of event is why we can say, you know what, it doesn't matter if you can afford services.
No one gets turned away.
Yes.
You will make sure that happens. So this is what that time. So if you have someone who's you want to honor or you remember, this is a great way of doing so. You know, continuing to keep their memory alive while helping those around and across the Big Country. This is a beautiful presentation that you can see. It's up at the Mall of Abilene, and of course, you know, so maybe this year you couldn't give a Valentine to someone you love. They're no longer with you, but this is certainly a way to continue that Valentine tradition and keeping their name and their spirit alive and helping others in the process.
Yes, exactly.
I love that. This is something, and it's so very important to so many people. We want to be able to continue this for generations to come, because well, eventually we're all going to be faced with end of life decisions, and you all just make it so much more simplified, and you bring so much more peace to those families that are having to endure that.
Yes.
Okay, we want people to come out. We want to make this a huge, successful campaign. It's happening all month, too.
Yes.
It doesn't stop on Valentine's Day.
No, it doesn't. So it's through the end of February. Every weekend we will have a booth set up at the mall from 12 to 4. The booth is right beside Pro Image Sports. And so we would love to have, you know, as many people that would love to come out and donate and put their heart up and
share the love and pay it forward. Absolutely,
Yes.
I agree. Let's share the love of our loved ones that are lost and gone, of those we still have. We just want to honor them and pay it forward to those that are also facing these hard times and these hard choices and whatnot.
Yes.
Taylor, thank you so much for joining us. We want this to be a huge and most successful campaign. It is the entire month, not just through Valentine's Day. So let's make it an entire month of love.
Yes, thank you, Joni.
So if you